Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Marvel Superheroes draft here on the channel. We'll have to see what cards we get to determine whether we go full try-hard mode or do some experimenting. But I've been doing a little bit of both, and it's been interesting. I'm trying to figure out ways to fight the blue-white menace. We've got a couple of junk uncommons here that I haven't tried yet, so that experimentation will maybe wait. There's Absorbing Man, which is a really good card, and there's Cosmic Cube, which is pretty strong, I think. I've played with this one a couple times. I haven't really played with this one a lot. This one's colorless. This one's not. This one wants me to play like big creatures. This one just like fits into only like blue-green, really in an optimal home. What else is in this pack? John Walker's very flexible. There's some card draw spells. I really need to prioritize those, I think. I've been playing a lot of stall-y games with blue-white versus blue-white and stuff. I feel like Cosmic Cube is pretty good. Like you attack them with a 4-powered creature, you get a great card. I'm gonna take that over the Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man's very strong, don't get me wrong. But this card's colorless, so it fits into any deck in theory. I am a big fan of Madam Mask. I'm also a big fan of Shield Deployment Drone, though. This is the ultimate pick here. I'm gonna probably take the Shield Deployment Drone. It's just messed up. Madam Mask is very good. Very good. There's also Captain America Living Legend, Photon Blast Barrage. I mean, I think the Shield Deployment Drones are just like so good. Like, I feel like I take this card every time I see it. Madam Mask is very good, though. There's not a good white card here that's just mono white. That's good to note. Good mono red card, but nothing else. There's a good blue card. This is a weak pack. There's like 1, 2, 4 good cards in this pack, and the rest is pretty weak. So I expect these 3 to go, which means red and black maybe get taken. We'll try to clock what wheels from there. I'm going to just take the Deployment Drone, though. I love this card. It's super strong. Okay, so are we going to pass Absorbing Man and then go into blue-green? Maybe. Okoye is strong. Undercover Scroll is strong. I think it goes well with Cube, too, because you can ramp it out. Hercules is fine, but nothing special. I don't like this card. I think Murdoch's Crusade is fine. I'm going to take the Scroll, maybe, or the Okoye. Those are the 2 options. Okoye is just a better card in a vacuum, maybe. It also might be hard to play blue-green because someone's going to take that Absorbing Man and move into blue-green. I know that much. Maybe they'll get pushed off of it. White tends to be pretty contested. Green tends to be underdrafted. Green's, I think, is a better home for Cosmic Cube because you have higher-powered creatures. Blue-green's a pretty good deck. Amp might wheel. I would play that maybe in this deck. Yeah, I'm going to try the Scroll here. I think 2 drops are a priority. Now there's Echo. Oh, only copies triggered abilities from a creature source. So I could copy Shield Deployment Drone, but I can't copy the Cube. U.S. Agent John Walker plus Echo. Double it up. I feel like Echo's a good card. Like, I've been impressed by this guy. I don't really want this. I think it's between that and U.S. Agent John Walker. I think Visions of Villainy has also been going up for me. Let's take the Echo. I think there's some stuff you can do. This card might just be better, though. I don't know. I feel like this card's pretty good. I don't want to 4th pick it, but this pack is pretty weak. Now there's Pet Avengers. Ooh, or Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones is quite strong. I can copy the ability with Echo. I think this card's worth taking over Pet Avengers. It's like the best red uncommon. Shield, Helicarrier, or Cruel Alliance. We're going to take the Cruel Alliance. Black might be on the menu. We might be abandoning some things. We're probably not playing green at this point. We're probably not playing white. We haven't seen a good white card in forever. Blue-black is on the menu. That's not the best home for the Cube. But we just have to take the Cruel Alliance, I think. We're seeing other good black cards, other good blue-black cards. Interesting. We're just seeing endless Helicarriers. And now there's a Red Room recruit when we've been seeing a lot of black. There's a Crimson Operative. There's a black-red card. We're being told to play black-red, but I don't really want to. Blue isn't that open. Black is open. Let's just stick to black for now. Helicarrier, Operative, and Repulsor Blast are totally fine. Okay, there's a truck toss. There's an aim scientists. Truck toss is not my favorite card. Maybe we just like don't play red. We'll just take this card instead. This card's okay, but I think aim scientist is actually solid. We can copy with the deployment drone. Take Stark Tech maybe, or black red land. I don't really want to splash this. I could play blue black. There's some equipment cards in black that I might be interested in. Take this to go with my connive shenanigans. That pack was really weak though, remember? Maybe this is my chance to try Ghost. I don't think it's very good. I don't love Legionnaire though. Visions of Villainy, sure. We're kind of building a blue-black villains deck. We could have built blue-red probably. Still could try. I just don't like that equipment at all. No! How likely is it that we could abandon everything to play red-white? We have 2 red cards, 0 white cards. Not very likely. Not very likely. This card is messed up. I just think it's impossible. Baron Struck is a card I've wanted to try, though. We have a good number of villains. It's also a kill spell, but we'll try the Baron Strucker. Maybe it could be a pretty good card for me in this deck. Now we get the Claw. Sonic Subjugator. We're just going to be a heavy black deck and then play a little bit of blue for these cards probably. Or a little bit of green or a little bit of red. We're going to be primarily black though. Yellow Jacket's actually quite nice for me. I wonder if I could wheel it. Because there is Trickster Stratagem, which is also very good, but I think Yellow Jacket's too important. My deck is going to be all villains. But I don't have a lot of kill spells. I need 2-drops. 2-drops are a huge priority. Yeah, we only have 1 2-drop if we're just playing like heavy black and maybe a little blue. Yeah, let's get the Yellow Jacket. Ooh, there's the little guy I was thinking of. When an equipped creature control attacks, we get some value, and we have Stolen Stark Tech #1. We get a second one of those. That could be pretty good for us. I think Rocks and Brutes could be fine. Visions is fine, but we'll just take the Swordsman. Maybe we'll get another Stark Tech. We'll take another Baron here. We're just going to try to play a ton of villains. Okay, so these are this. But yeah, with this card, then the Project Deathlock Soldier maybe becomes appealing. This card could be fine too. A couple Barons. One thing about Baron is you can get rid of one Baron to the other. There's a Whiplash. There's another Red Room Recruit. There's a Hulk Smash. Hydra Assault Robot. Do I want Whiplash? I do kind of want to take equipments pretty highly. And Red Room Recruit is fine, but let's just take the equipment guy. 1-drop. Well, in this case, perhaps a black-green deck could be my speed. There's also Kid Loki. Kid Loki seems pretty good with all this, like, connive shenanigan stuff going on. With 2 of these and 1 of these... I feel like I'm going to be conniving quite a bit. This card's quite good, but I'd rather just get the Kid Loki, I think, get my early game going. Masters of Evil, maybe, or I could take Cavalry. Loki is fine, maybe. We'll just take this guy, though. And then we'll take a Herbie. We'll also take Super Intelligence, just go for it. I've never played that card before. It is kind of a combo with Stolen Stark Tech. Or you play 1-drop, play this on it. We'll try Herbie. Another Deathlock Soldier. Maybe we'll get that to work. Kingpins. I really just don't like Madam Hydra. We'll take the Kingpins. Visions of Villainy. Sure. Oh, we already had one of those. Okay, perfect. Agent of Hydra came back around. Okay. Well, this card's fantastic. Love to see that. We have a lot of villains in this deck. This is another fine villain. Dark Deed. Great removal spell. Okay, so right now, if I wanted to play blue, I have... Let's put all my speculative cards in a pile. This is like expensive card. This is kind of okay. I have 2 red cards, probably not happening. I got a few blue cards. 1 green card. I could have taken the Killmonger. What did I take over it? I took some decent card that was in my colors over it, I think. Oh, I took Kid Loki over it. Maybe that was debatable. Dark Deed. Deathlock is good if I have tons of Connive, like playing 1 copy of it. Could be good. I also have Kingpin's Enforcers for the synergy. I think this card's at its best in blue-black, so I think I'll try that. If I'm playing this, I'll play this, and I'll play this. It's kind of where I'm at right now. Falcon's Wing Harness could be okay. Reach for the sky. Don't love the Enforcers. There's a scroll here. I could have gotten the Killmonger, but I think the blue cards are pretty decent here. And this is actually a pretty good equipment to go with my Whiplash and my other guy, my Swordsman. So now with 2 equipments, these cards get a lot more appealing. Maybe I should have taken the Wakandan one. 2 Whiplashes. I need this card to come back around. Maybe I take Grim Reaper. I don't think Grim Reaper is very good. Maybe I'd rather just have the Ant. Pretty good with the cube. Yeah, I'll just take the giant-sized flying ant. Now do I take Red Room Recruit or Aerial Doombot? They're both villains. They both have some synergy. I don't want this card. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'd rather have a 2-drop that I can loot away a Deathlock Soldier with or something. Sure, I'll take a Futurist Forge. Seems decent in my deck. Another Yellow Jacket. Perfect. I'm feeling pretty good about the picks I've made this draft. And we even get a Doombot anyway. There's also an Unliving Legionnaire, but I don't really think that's very good. So I'd rather have the Doombot. Don't want a second Echo. I might not even want the first Echo. Same vibe with that guy. One Unliving Legionnaire did come back around. With a couple Yellow Jackets, I kind of just want all villains with this guy too. The Deathlock Soldier is maybe good for me. Gives me some card advantage late. I got really punished for taking the Shield Deployment Drone, I'll tell you that much, because the Madam Mask would be way better in this deck. Okay, let's cut our red cards and our green card, and then we will see how many villains do we have. This is 19 villains, 25 creatures. Let's just cut. I think that card could be fine. I'm trying to cut like a lot of my non-villains. Echo has some support here, but I think I'm just going to cut it. I kind of like this equipment package. I have 1, 2 equipments, and a few cards that care about them. We can cut 1 Whiplash, though. 1 Project Deathlock Soldier. I don't think we want more than 1 ever of each of those. Ghost is just bad, even though he is a villain. My 4-drops are where my curve kind of falls apart a little bit. I can cut that. Cosmic Cube is probably pretty decent in this deck. Masters of Evil, eh? It's just so expensive. But it buffs my whole team. There's only 1 Visions of Villainy. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good number of 2-drops. I don't think I need Agents of Hydra. I don't think I need Kingpin's Enforcers, really. I don't think I need the giant-sized flying ant. And I think I'm going to cut 1 land because I have the aim scientist. Maybe that's a mistake, though. Yeah, it's probably a mistake. I have so much connive I can get rid of extra lands. I'll just cut Whiplash. Maybe. I think the Deathlock Soldier with all my connive is actually decent. Aerial Doombot I think is just better than Whiplash, and I have plenty of cheap plays. Yeah, we'll try it like this. I think that's the part of drafting sometimes that I struggle the most with is the final cuts, which I think everyone struggles with to some degree. Maybe I don't want 2 Baron Struckers. Maybe we cut 1 Baron Strucker for like an Undead Legionnaire. Or another Visions or a giant-sized Flying Ant. The thing is if Baron Strucker dies, I can always... If he's in play, I can always loot away the first one to the second one. But yeah, as we get ready for round 1, I would like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you enjoy my videos and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels, while gaining access to cool bonuses like my card-by-card tier list and format thoughts document, Patreon is the place to go. Special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. Okie doke. This hand is a keep. I think. We don't have a blue source yet, but we have like 9 in the deck because of 8 islands plus the aim scientists. This thing can connive away the Doombot, so it's not even that bad. Okie doke. So far, not where we want it to be. Playing against black-red. Okay, they are also conniving. They have both their colors, though. Okay, we're on the back foot here immediately. This card's pretty bad, I think. I'm going to cut it from the deck. I'll take 2. I don't care about the 2/3s really. That's a good one. Let's just buy myself time. They're going to lightning strike my 2/3 this turn. Yeah. I think I misbuilt my deck. I'm also not sure I was supposed to play blue. Yep. Oh, this is painful. They're going to get back with the guys that I killed. Okay, game 2, game 2. Oh, man. That was a long game without finding my second land. Especially because I connived. Could have just been a mulligan, though. Okay, I don't want Masters of Evil. I don't really want Cosmic Cube either. I'm gonna add in this. Add in this. I'll play the cube. Cut Baron Strucker for an Ant. Cut Project Deathlock Soldier for a Visions of Villainy. Maybe Whiplash would be better in that role. Ah. I have a lot of connive in this deck. The Deathlock Soldier seems like it could have been okay, but it was just a miserable draw there. I only really had to play it once to be like, yep, I'm not interested. Masters of Evil looked like it would be good in this deck. Maybe it still would be. It's just 6 drops that are just don't have value associated with them. They just die, and or you just can't play them. Same hand as last time. I got a mulligan this one. I'll keep this hand though. So the reason I'm looking at that other hand, that hand was because I didn't have a, the other one had a conniver and this one didn't. I mean, let's just be mana efficient here. We're back in business. So they didn't attack with Kid Loki, but they did attack with Claw. What does that mean they have? They can't teamwork, -2/-2. If they had +1/+2, they would have attacked with both. I should be able to figure this out. There's not a -1/-1 effect. It's just a free attack. Okay. Okay, we got our Unliving Legionnaire out there. Not the best card, but sometimes it does some things. Electra. That's not good. I wish I had my own Electra right about now. Let's keep the pressure up. Whiplash is going to be good with the equipment at some point. Madam Mask, okay. You hate to see it. They are just cooking me. Okay, I'm gonna play this land because maybe I'll find something else that I want to do. Yep, this is tough. It's so tough when they just play a card like this. I don't know. I feel like I could have played this a little better. Maybe I wasn't supposed to attack that one turn. I would have saved myself some damage, that's for sure. Couple 2/2s can block there, couple 2/2s can block there. I like draining them for one. It's hitting them for 4 a turn. I block here, I take 7. Maybe I couldn't attack there. I just counted wrong. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. I'm so out of it. What the heck? That is just bad math. I'm ashamed, honestly. If I double block here, I take 7, go to 1. If I held this guy back to block, I could have gone like block here, double block here. Or I could have double blocked here so they couldn't attack with this guy. I could have double blocked here. Blocked there. No. I don't have a good double block on this, so I would go like block here, double block here, take 5. Yeah, that was bad. I don't think I was in good shape that game, though. I feel like I just lack powerful cards or something. I don't know. I get all nervous in these spots because I can't tell if my deck is bad or I'm just bad. I'm actually going to pause the recording and just take a couple deep breaths. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to rebuild this deck a little bit. I'm going to put in both my Baron Struckers, both my Kingpins Enforcers. I'm going to cut cube. All my creatures are small. My creatures are all small. Giant size Flying Ant, not very good. Unliving Legionnaire is bad. Just cutting those will probably help a lot. I kind of want to play this Deathlock Soldier for the shenanigans. I'm going to cut a Kingpins Enforcers for another 2-drop. How am I even winning games is the problem. Like, I don't know how I win games. I don't have a lot of removal. I've got some flyers and aggro stuff. I think I have to build this aggro, so I'll put this guy back in. Maybe I'm not a Visions of Villainy deck. I think I like this build the most. I don't really think I'm a Futurist Forge deck either. Like, which thing makes me the most aggro? Like, this card makes me the most aggro, maybe. Or this card, yeah, okay. I like this a little bit better. What's my curve like now? I don't think I like Baron Struckers in my aggro deck either, really. Let's just play another flyer, maybe. Maybe this isn't the best build, but it feels like more cohesive as a deck. The blue-black aggro deck now, it's like, okay, I know what I'm trying to do. I've just been flailing. Though, to be honest, there I was getting wrecked by bad math and Electra. And also I've mulliganed every game, which just naturally... Or I didn't mulligan the first game, but I should have. Okay, my deck is bad now. Okay. It's kind of funny, because I have not drawn both of my colors in a game yet, which also probably makes my deck look a lot worse. I think I drew my second color pretty quick. Or I mulliganed to get both my colors last game. Okay, beautiful. Let's get this guy going. Maybe I'm supposed to play Swordsman there first. Kind of like the ant here. This isn't the most aggressive card. We're going off, though. Kid Loki for the win. Now our deck feels like it's doing something. This is my first time getting to try the Swordsman guy. The giant-sized ant is actually looking pretty good here. They didn't have a 2-drop to play. That's pretty good for me. Beast, sure. Ditch this guy pretty easily. We are comboing. This is one of those games where I feel like we unlocked something with our deck. We understand it now. This is like a secret archetype maybe built in. Okay, we'll tap this guy. We're not going to get greedy and try to untap our Kid Loki. So it's already lethal. They say good game. Boom. Got the job done. Nice. Well, that played out a lot better. Here we go. Math errors are a thing of the past. You got to be able to bounce back from those things. I would rather play... Compared to an Agent of Hydra, what would I rather play? I mean, Agent of Hydra can chump block and be a 2/1 menace creature. So that actually could be fine. Do I want just a straight up unblockable guy? Probably not. Maybe it's better than Baron Strucker, though. I feel like Baron can actually do some stuff where, like, makes my stuff cheaper. I haven't really got to play it very much, though, so maybe the unblockable ghost would just be better. Finally have both my colors. This is a good hand. I'm just a flyers deck. It just took me too long to realize it. It's Doombot time. Like, all my creatures here have flying. Okay, no! They get a reach creature? Oh, they're getting the scroll. Okay, that's probably worse for me, honestly. Here we go. I mean, I should be playing this post-combat. Technically, it doesn't really matter here, but I should just get in the habit. So we have 4 power of flyers. And they are scrolling it up. This is where I hope they don't have Pet Avengers. Punishing Punch, sure. Their best stabilization play in the face of all my attacks was to Punishing Punch. So we're going to do this to tap their scroll on their upkeep. Remove one of their mana, because they didn't have a 4-drop that could stabilize them last turn. Or they just didn't want to use it. Justice. Sure. It's a good card. Okay. Okay, I see you, opponent. We're going to keep going here. We're not going to Cruel Alliance the Justice right now. We're also not going to make the trade. We have some moves. We have some implicit pressure on them. Not like directly able to attack right now, but we're going to get some flyers going. That guy can be killed, which is nice. Perfect. We drew that land, which is great for us. Let's try to exile this guy. Of course they have a counterspell. Why wouldn't they? Oh, that sucks. Let's try to make this trade now. That's tough. I mean, they would have been able to counter unless we paid 4, so we were never really getting that to work. Absorbing Man has been absorbed by the island. Yeah, I don't really want Yellow Jacket here. No blocks. Okay. Let's see what's going on in their hand first things first. Yeah, we'll take that. Go to their flyer. We have them on a 3-turn clock. And this lifelink is going to be pretty helpful. So I'm winning this race right now. That's a great draw. Kill their scroll. Okay. Bang! The Flyers get the job done. We've reconfigured our deck. We understand it a bit better. Baron Strucker would not have been good this game. I'll clock that. Let's cut him out. Let's cut him from the deck. Baron Strucker, get out of here. Honestly, Ghost would have been pretty solid. Or at least reasonable. I feel like the 6-drop is also tempting. Ghost isn't very good in many cases, I don't think. Okay. We're battling again. We're 2-2 now. We went from 0-2 to 2-2. We had a horrible math blunder, but we stayed calm. We rebuilt our deck. We refocused. And now we are cruising. We are going to do it again with Kid Loki into our Red Room Recruit. Ooh, that's really good. I think that's even better. Let's do this. Oh, they have a kill spell. So the only thing they could have that would really punish this is Dark Deed. They don't have the Dark Deed. And this isn't that bad of a play. It's mana efficient. What do they have for 2 mana? If it is Dark Deed, they don't know what to kill. It's Kree Sentinel, okay. Yeah, always expect the unexpected. That's why it's hard to play around stuff, because they could just be holding up a Kree Sentinel. Okay, what are they going to kill? Are they going to kill my swordsman? Nope, that makes way more sense. Okay. Terrible mana tapping, by the way. So they're kind of like forced to use their bullseye to kill my swordsman now, because it's a pretty big problem for them. What's going on with Kid Loki? If they have Dark Deed, that's also kind of annoying. Ward 1 might scupper them a little bit. They Widow's Bite that guy, that's fine. I still have my 4/4 flyer. And I can just connive this way, the old-fashioned way. Do it pre-combat so I can get my counter. We'll do that. They're dead next turn if they don't have an answer to Herbie, which they do with the bullseye. Okay, no blocks. Do they have a board wipe or something? They have a Baron. They have a Scroll. They have a Connive. And is that a 3rd win in a row? Let's go! Let's go! We're going to play this so we can get this thing just in case. Every point of damage matters. Let's go! Oh, I was feeling down in the dumps. I took that mental reset break. It's like the water break they get in the World Cup. I've rebuilt my deck completely. My deck has now started popping off. Let's change our artwork to Swordsman, because Swordsman has been awesome. Yeah, that's so sick. Rebuilding this deck made a huge difference. Oh my gosh, it made a huge difference. It felt so disjointed, because I had these random card draw spells, but no late game to build into. And now, sure, I'm playing Ghost and giant-sized Ant or whatever it's called, but I've got a plan. We're 3 wins in a row. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling so much better. I'm also proud of how I kept my composure a bit better than I have in the past sometimes. Sometimes I get real down on myself. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've mulliganed all these games. I'm losing them, blah, blah, blah. But my gosh, the mental reset, rebuild, focus up, build a cohesive deck has been really, really good for us. This is a sweet hand if we can get this claw to connect. I think we keep it. Even if we can't, we can just play this on turn 4 naturally. Hopefully we draw something cheap to play. Oh, baby, that's good. That's what you like to see. Okay. Okay, that's a fine trade. Now we have more selection with our claw. The best thing for us would be if they played some like high value 3/2 that they don't want to block claw with. So they could have played this, but they didn't. This card gets owned by Electra. Why didn't they play Colleen? They were holding up something. U.S. Agent John Walker, sure. We're just gonna play this turn slow. No attacks, because we can play this and activate it next turn if necessary. Okoye, sure. And I don't think I'm going to get too fancy here. I think I'm just going to play the Unleaving Legionnaire, get my Whiplash back, even though I'd rather get back something like Electra. This is where I pray they attack for 4. This would be a really good opportunity for a double block for me. It doesn't even look like that bad of an attack, because if I double block, then they're trading a 3/2 for a 3/3, basically, because they can move the equipment around. The question then becomes, what do I get back with my Unliving Legionnaire? I guess I only have the one choice, whatever they kill, which will probably be Electra. If they attack. They're now in the classic. If I was going to attack, I should have done it before playing Okoye. If I was them, I'd attack. But I would have attacked before playing Okoye. I like to think. Because nobody plays Unliving Legionnaire. And this card being traded for a 3/3 is good, because then you can move the equipment to here, and then these things can't be blocked because of the first strike and being a 2/3, and then you can race the Herbie pretty effectively. So they're probably deep in the tank here. Or they, like, had to go get their laundry or something. Okie doke. We're not going to do something weird like suicide attacking with Electra. I'm just going to get our guy back. We now have a big flyer and a little flyer. We mostly just did this for the beginning of 5/4 flyer, and getting back Whiplash was just a bonus. Because now my board state, I think, is better than theirs. I have a kill spell for they play something really scary. Sure, this equipment makes it really annoying with all these bodies, but for now it's only on one creature. Maybe they just disconnected. It's funny, I'm thinking to cards would be good draws, and Ghost is just an unblockable creature wouldn't be bad. Yep, they disconnected. Unfortunate, that was a very interesting game. I think I was probably ahead, but who knows what was in their hand. 4 wins in a row from the brinks of defeat. I mean, we definitely drafted it weird, and this is the classic. This is why I like draft, is because looking back at this draft, I'm sure I could have made some picks differently, knowing that I was playing it. Like, if I'd known this was going to be my final build, I could have made some picks differently. I could have been like, okay, I don't want these random late game cards. I don't want these card draw effects. I just want as much curve stuff as possible, more combat trick stuff. But being able to recognize that mid-draft is a real skill. It's hard to do sometimes. This hand is great. We are going to start not with the Kid Loki because we don't have a synergy piece with it yet. We will start with Whiplash because he hits harder. And then we'll go to Yellow Jacket and then Kid Loki maybe. Immediately punished. Play the Yellow Jacket, attack for 2. If we draw land, okay, they're playing Red Room Recruit, sure. Our Whiplash has been stymied. No, it has not. That's crazy. Let's dig for a land. That's probably our least useful card. Actually, this card's less useful because we aren't going to have a lot of card draw going forward. And we're like stiff breeze away from being able to get Electra going with one of our guys. I wish I'd played, kind of wish I'd played Kid Loki instead of the Whiplash because that would have been a pretty good turn 2 play as well. We're a few draws deep. We have yet to hit our land, but we'll be fine. We have a Stolen Stark deck that can do some serious work here. They're at 14 already. Giant-sized Flying Ant is going to do some work. Arnim Zola is not a good card. How badly do I want to use the Stolen Stark Tech here versus getting this deployed? Arnhem's not really a threat. It's a really good window for the Stolen Stark Tech, though. What if they just play a 4/4 next turn? Let's just get our flyer out. I feel like these, though, that was a close decision. That was like a really important decision in the game. I just wanted to, I just wanted to be prepared if they played like a 4/4 this turn or something like that. Like, they just like untap, play a Crossbones or something, and I don't have Electra ready. Misty Knight, sure. Sure. That's a great draw. We just play this, kill Arnim Zola. Then we get a nice attack in. We're in great shape here. We have a huge board. We can giant-sized ant something. This thing not being a 2/3 was pretty significant. They should have just discarded Arnim Zola if they had that. Maybe they saw blue-black and thought I'd be a slower deck. Taking the turn off to play this thing maybe was a little bit slow, but these are the decisions you make. They'd had the -2/-2, they would have killed like Yellow Jacket if I went for the Stark Tech or something. So then I have a much smaller board. I have to redeploy my stuff. I usually like to go for creatures first when I can, if the creatures have a reasonable chance of attacking. Okay, so I could tap this guy, attack with everything. They take 2, 3, 7. this could also be an angle for the Stolen Stark tech. I feel like this is just bug angle. Again, we'll see how this line works out, but I think getting this bug out is going to be really nice. Stops him from getting an attack in with this. Stop that from blocking, and then Stolen Stark tech, final push. These decks are really hard to play. Sure, they Cruel Alliance. We can't protect our guy with Stolen Stark tech from that. Don't want to give them the possibility of attacking and gaining some life back. Tap target online permanent. That would have been really dumb. That would have been a horrible way to lose a game. Hmm. So this is lethal on board. You're kidding. That's crazy. Okay. In that case, I'll protect my 1/1. Kill their other blocker. Play this. Move the equipment over. That was... Oh, man. Madame Hydra. Doing exactly what it always does. Perfect. We get to kill them in style. Whiplash. Nice. Nice. We got another win. I feel like this deck is doing good things. Ever since we cut our like junky cards, it's been really thriving. Like this is clunky, this is clunky, this is kind of clunky. We're just playing low to the ground and we're getting it done. 5 wins from 0-2 to 5-2. This is why you persevere. I don't think the other builds of this deck could have done this well. In fact, I'm almost positive. Okie doke. This is a great hand. This is a great one. 1 drop, 2 drop. 3 drop, 4 drop. Once again, needs to draw some lands, but that's fine. Hero in training, bummer. This card dominates Brave Brawler, though, luckily. Yep. Now I don't want to trade this, even though this would normally be a good trade, because this dominates this and this can trade here. Okay, Unliving Legionnaire. Let's see what we shall see. So we're in an interesting spot. Electra can do some stuff, maybe. Gonna pump up Brave Brawler maybe here. Sure. We might lose this game to not drawing our black sources. Could very easily be the case here. Like if they get, because then they could get to level this guy up before we can do anything. Bullseye. Yep, that was good. Should probably take out the harness, maybe. A little surprising to see that being the play. Just a single swamp is pretty brutal here. But we did kill the Undying Legionnaire. So if we double block Bullseye as to discard another card. Bullseye discards another Bullseye, sure. Swamp, there we go. Nice. Maybe I'm supposed to be more patient because I have this equipment. I can just use that to like buff up one of my guys and then trade it for their thing. Don't really want to trade there. This is a trade I'm happy with though. And now they got rid of their second Bullseye. Do I trade here? No, I don't think so. Get an Agent of Atlas, sure. Okay, let's see actually what we connive into here. It'll buff up the Yellow Jacket. I'm pretty confident I want to just keep this thing. Oh, man, that's tempting to keep. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. This card is too far away from being useful. Yeah, the Unliving Legionnaire would have been really good, but this thing holds back these. Then I can take to the sky with my various creatures. Web up, okay. They're gonna get rid of the harness. Makes sense. That's what I'd do. Point for opponent here. Kill Agent of Atlas. Yep, we use our Cruel Alliance. And then they drew a Ronin. And then we drew another land. This is rough. They've gone 2 spells in the top deck war. We've gone 2 lands. That is a fantastic draw, though. That's a really good one. We are so close. One villain will get the job done with Yellow Jacket. Bang! Got the win. Maybe we were supposed to wait because we had such a good card in our hand that we didn't really want to connive. But I think it did let us push a lot of damage and stop them from gaining 4 a turn. Oh my gosh, from 0-2 to the precipice of a trophy. Oh my gosh, what a run. This is why we play the game. Oh my gosh. Blue-black aggro. I just want to go Kid Loki into equipment into swordsman again. It was so fun. A worthy final foe. We're up against a mythic opponent. We're going to keep this. I have all of my worst cards in my hand. Saboteur and Unliving Legionnaire, and I don't have any of my 1-drops, so I don't love this hand. But I don't think I'm supposed to mulligan. Yep. Green, black, eh? One turn too late, unfortunately. Ghost in the house. That's unfortunate. I thought we would hit a land by turn 4, so I didn't cycle this on turn 2. Now it's costing me. I got greedy, I guess, but I didn't really have any worries. Love the ant. Don't love these cards so much. They're just cycling the rocks and birds. If I had cycled the aim thing earlier and been able to play like Herbie this turn, I'd be much happier. Okay, Taskmaster, sure. It can copy rocks and birds or crossbones. Let's just not deal with that. MODOK is messed up. MODOK is messed up. Oh, man. Hate to see it. I'm glad I didn't play Herbie. I did use one of my only kill spells, though. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Dun, 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 dun. It would be really funny if they just, like, connived a bunch with MODOK, and then I tapped it down, and they didn't get to gain the life. All my hard work. No! No! I'll make a 2-1 flyer, buddy. Oh, no. Yeah, we were never winning this game, sadly. The sad part is they can use She-Hulk to blow up my stolen Stark tech. Cruel Alliance killed... Oh, a Taskmaster. Maybe that wasn't too necessary. I thought it was going to copy something pretty annoying. But if I just played Herbie instead, I would have also gotten owned. Yeah, this is one of those games where I don't think I was going to win no matter what I did, really. Unless... Okay. I can't believe they would let this happen. There's no way. No, we were so close. Yeah, this card's just oppressive. Brutal. I mean, why am I still playing this game? It's so over. I feel like I must have one other kill spell in this deck. I mean, I used this. Maybe frivolously, maybe not. Taskmaster was going to be pretty annoying, I feel like. They were going to deal a lot of damage to me with this, turning it into crossbones, or... Because I was worried about them putting counters on other things. But I got so punished. Got so punished. MODOK is a mythic rare, though. I mean, there are a lot of cards. Like, if they played She-Hulk right after I'd used it, I would have also felt pretty silly. Though it could have become a copy of that, so it's like... Right, he becomes a copy of him? Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I kind of had to kill him. So I would have been exiling it, so it wouldn't have mattered as much. I need to practice my fast forward technology for game recordings, because this game is like pointless, but like bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ugh, all my guys are 1/1s. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum. I have a Dark Deed. That's what I'm trying to draw. If I draw a Dark Deed, I've got a shot here. I have 5% chance to draw it any given turn. Just need to draw a Dark Deed here. Summoning it. Okay, how far behind am I? Am I far behind enough that I need to try to top deck Dark Deed off of the Swordsman Connive? Next turn they're going to hit me for 3, 5, 8, 11... Because if I go Stolen Star Tech on the Ant, attack, draw, discard. Find Dark Deed right here. Dark Deed, MODOK. They go to 3. I feel like I've got a shot then. If they ever attack with MODOK, I'm just toasted. So let's just do it. They haven't been attacking with MODOK, but they're going to probably next turn. I actually haven't done it yet, so let's just wait one more turn, I guess. Visions of Villainy. Maybe that was my one window, because then they would have to chump block with the She-Hulk. Oh, man. Captain America shield, no. Yep, that was my one window. I missed it. Oh, man. If my top card is Dark Deed, I'm going to cry. I was so close to going for it, too. I was like, I think I have one more turn. They've been attacking really carefully. Because obviously it's my only chance. Like, play this. It's pretty desperate times. The fact that they're not just equipping MODOK every time is crazy to me. So they did play it super conservatively. So I'm glad I waited a turn. This next turn, though, I'm not so sure they'll be so patient. Dark Deed, Whiplash. Whenever another villain you control, and whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, it can use. Okay. I think this is the turn. They're tapped low enough for it to work, potentially. Dark Deed. Bummer. We tried. We tried. Oh, man. Oh, close. Yep, the MODOK's coming in. If Dark Deed is my top card, we will know we did not try in vain. But now I can never kill it because it's a 4/12. Which is just sad, because we did our best. We gave ourselves a shot there at the end. We gave ourselves like 5% to kill this thing. Yep. Okay. How far deep was it? We'll just attack with this to find out. Okay, we tried. That was a close game. That was a close one. Kind of close. It actually wasn't that close. It only looked close because they were conniving. But from 0-2 to 6-3 is pretty awesome. If you made it to the end in the comment section down below, leave hashtag rebuildaggro to let me know you made it to the end. We only had Cruel and Dark Deed as our out. Our out was really just Dark Deed there for the whole game. Electra could have done it for part of that, but once it got to 4 power, Electra no longer was an out. But we really tried our best there. I think the Cruel Alliance play on Taskmaster was fine. They have a lot of good cards. There was already some good cards in the graveyard. Not a lot, but there were enough good cards in the graveyard where it felt like Taskmaster was going to be a problem. Like, yeah. The Broods, or like we were just killing like a 5-drop creature basically at that point, because it was always going to be one of the 5-drops or Crossbones or something. So I think that was going to be a problem that we had to kill, but MODOK is just too good. So unfortunate to lose like that, but we did our best. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really glad that we refocused, got a little bit of a run going there, and got some good wins. So that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.